If the street ball legends can make it happen on the asphalt courts of Rucker Park, Lincoln, or Venice Beach, you can make it happen in And1 Street Ball. From the fluid signature moves of the And1 Tour players to authentic courtside smack talking, Ubisoft gave every gritty detail of the street ball experience and a wide open look into developing this unrivaled basketball game. So what is And1? It's basketball like you've never seen before. It's hard-hitting urban performance hoops. It's the furthest thing from conventional basketball. And1 travels all over the country playing against guys that could be in your hood.
And1 Street Ball is all about authentic. When you talk about the style and the tone of this game, you're talking about gritty street ball from coast to coast. Everything that these players do, you can do. We're talking about creative moves. We're talking about humiliating your opponent. We're talking about earning the respect on the street. That's what this game's all about.
When an And1 event comes to town, the best street ballers come out to show off their game in the open run. Here at the first stop of a nationwide tour in Oakland, it's a basketball cattle call to see who's got enough game to be selected to take on some of the best players in the nation, the And1 team in the main event. During the main event, the And1 players, coaches, and judges are checking every move to see who's got game. What's at stake? A spot on the bus for a lucky baller who has all the right moves and a chance to join the And1 tour. But they gotta prove to the team that they're worthy of the seat. If you make it on the bus, you're on to the next city where the open run starts all over. And1 is all about freestyling, and freestyling is all about moves. To capture the fancy footwork, dribbling, dunking, jumps, and off-the-hook handles of these tour players, Ubisoft spent weeks in the motion capture studio with the And1 ballers.
The motion caption experience is very hard. You know, they had me do, I did about at least 200 to 300 different dunks in a tight suit, you know, a scuba diving suit, something like that.
Me, I had to do at least 100, 150 dunks or jump shots just to get it right.
It's kind of hard. If you're not used to it, it's very hard. Getting in that suit and standing there for 8 hours.
It really wasn't that difficult for me to capture my signature move.
So I really don't have one. I just dunk on people all the time.
Oh yeah, the game's fair from the mohawk on down. You know what I mean? So everything I do, the silly stuff, anything.
What you see out there is pretty much what you see on the game. I mean, they nailed it.
So along with the mocap, we've done facial motion capture for every one of these players. Their dialogues, their likenesses, down to a T, and they're probably some of the best looking players we've ever seen.
Unbelievable. Looks just like me, the nose, the face, the moves. It was unbelievable, man.
It's not just the mad skills and pretty faces of the And1 players that make this game feel like the real deal. Street ball is as much about the sounds as the sights. The roar of the crowd, the thundering soundtrack of the tunes kicking courtside. You know it, the most attitude-filled, trash-talking sideline commentary imaginable.
A lot of what street ball is about is the reputation, the in-your-face attitude of street ball. And we wanted to capture that essence, not only with the look and the feel of the players, but with their voices and their attitude there. So we actually took them into the booth, and you get into a flow where you say, this is what I'm trying to get at. Now tell it to me like you would say it.
Welcome to And1 Mixtape Tour. You better have your A game. We have the best street ballers in the world. Oh, I like that.
Okay, this game's got attitude, but it's also got a kick-ass soundtrack from guys like Turf Talk, T.I. and Method Man. Plus a whole new set of control mechanics that are gonna blow your mind.
So with the new eyeball control scheme, you use the dual analog sticks. Your right analog stick controls what we call the setup dribble, which is your level 1 move. Your left analog stick controls your level 2 moves. These are your more showboat moves. And then once you want to break the guy's ankles, you go to your level 3 move, which is both your left and your right analog sticks moving at the same time with your R1 trigger. So with this combination of this system, the permutations are almost endless. So So with A1 Street Ball, we take you where the best of the best go to play. Not just the course, but we've got the fans, we've got the environments all around it. We've got the DJ sitting there cranking the tunes out. We've got Duke Tango on the court. We've got lights flashing. It's almost like you're at an N1 event. It's the authentic feel of real street ball. That's what sets us apart from everything else.
New adventures are ready to take wing in the latest RPG from Square Enix. Grandia 3 will take you to new heights while you explore exotic locales and do battle with the forces of evil.
今回のグランディア3のテーマは冒険活劇です。
The theme of Grandia 3 is adventure action drama.
Here we go!
The story begins with a young man, Yuki, who has dreams of flying his own plane and escaping a small village. In the process, he encounters many mishaps and adventures. At one point, he meets a young woman named Alfina, who holds the fate of the world in her hands. Thus, a boy who simply wanted to fly his plane instead confronts a world in crisis.
Well, as I started designing Grandia 3, I conceptualized the sky as a world of adventures. There are lots of flying stories. However, the ones that inspire me the most are those of the early pioneers of aviation like Lindbergh or the Wright brothers. I actually got an opportunity to fly a plane and I experienced the expansiveness of the sky. That feeling of adventure inspired me to write this story.
And in this story, you'll find all sorts of characters with vivid animations and an especially strong cinematic feel.
The Grandia series is full of cool, flashy visuals which players enjoy, especially in this installment, as we've changed our production style. We hired a movie director and adopted a camera style that reflects the director's vision, which adds to a feeling of presence and enables us to communicate the character's feelings and the overall atmosphere.
Hey, watch where you're going!
This time, the biggest improvement is in the cinematics and characters. We made improvements in our production methodologies, which enable the characters to act dynamically and appear life-size, in real time, as if they were in an actual movie.
Another success story is the enhanced Ultimate Action Battle System. It delivers a great balance of real-time and turn-based capabilities.
I think that the battle system in Grandia 3 is more sophisticated than previous versions and results in more speedy and stimulating battles. In addition, we added aerial combos and SAS, the strategy advance system. This allows us to depict the relationships of the four main characters in a fast-paced battle.
If you use a critical attack, it will slow down or cancel out your enemy's advances. Use a combo attack, and you'll hit a foe multiple times. And then there's the aerial combo.
The concept of the aerial combo is designed by imagining how the four main characters could collaborate to beat enemies. This four-way cooperation allows the characters to inflict greater damage on enemies and get higher experience points.
From the magic spells, customization, and special moves to the more realistic environments, this game is all about atmosphere and animation.
For Grandia 3, we developed an original graphics engine here at Game Arts by targeting next-generation consoles. It's called the N3 engine. We needed something that could capture the feeling of wide-open air and the expansiveness of the world. So we created a new engine from scratch. All the animations were created by hand. We did not use motion capture at all. Our animators worked closely with the movie director and strove to create the highest possible quality of animation. I really hope players will feel the distinctive warmth and fun of our animations.
At this rate, I'll be mobbed to death by fans!
What differentiates Grandia 3 from other RPG games is that it depicts a bright and warm world throughout the game. Personally, I like playing North American games, but I think that most of them are basically dark fantasy. We wanted to differentiate from those games, so I tried to make a brighter, more encouraging adventure that reminds people how happy we are to be alive.
It's a full-on, feel-good RPG battle to save the world from the forces of the Dark and Downer. With so many new features and a great storyline, Grandia 3 ensures a great flight.
Sims originated back in February of 2000. So when we launched, we quickly became one of the fastest selling PC titles of all time.
It's a world where I customize it, I make the people, I decorate the houses, I put all the objects in the houses how I might want it and that sort of thing. So it's sort of an extension of my storytelling and what I want to do with the game.
If someone who has never played The Sims before picks up the PSP version of this game, and the game teaches them how to play, and the important thing is at the same time they're going to have fun learning how to play the game.
You start the game and you choose male or female. You can choose skin tone, you can choose face shape, and then you get to choose their different outfits. So it's a completely customizable world as far as your sim goes, with over 1,000 different options. So you're definitely going to be able to customize your house. You can totally decorate and change the walls and floors and move all the objects around, sell them all, and put all new objects. It's totally open-ended, replayable environment.
We've got a number of new locations, and exploring the world of Strangetown will unlock in the course of the game 22 locations.
We decided to take the characters from The Sims 2 and Strangetown and bring them into the PSP and expand on their story a bit. There's aliens in this town. What is this story? What's going to unfold? Well, the whole baseline for playing through the whole game on Sims 2 PSP is to uncover over 100 different secrets.
There's also some really fancy objects. In this game, you've got perks, which are new items that kind of give you the upper hand in social situations.
The PSP enables you to take it on the go, and being on the go means you want to play fast. Well, how do you play fast? Well, direct control. You take your sim, you no longer wait for your sim to move from point A to point B on their own. You actually directly control your sim from one place to the other.
The analog stick directly controls your sim. You're going to get a behind-the-back view like you'd be used to with an adventure game, and you can directly control your sim and send them where you want to.
The nature of being a handheld device is people want to be able to pick it up, play it for 5 minutes, and put it back in their backpack.
We've got 5 mini games that you can jump into at any point and have a great deal of fun with it. There's a hoedown mini game where actually you can brush up on your country line dancing, as well as a really fun Smack-a-Ghoul, where unfortunately we've got a neighborhood that was built on an old cemetery, and of course they left some things behind.
Now the other thing that we're doing is multiplayer, and that's all wireless on the PSP. I can take your sim and download your sim into my game, and we can hang out, we can date, I can make you a roommate, I can kick you out, I can be mean to you. All those things that you can do with other NPCs, I can now do with your sim.
And you can play the mini games online head-to-head with friends who have Sims 2 and PSP as well. Being on PSP, it's this cool, sexy little device, and then seeing Sims 2 on it, it shows up so beautiful. It's really thrilling to us to see just how lovely it works.
There's a lot of things to do. There's mini games. There's just little things that you can get a good 15-minute experience, or you can have a good 2-hour experience.
This is a title that you're going to be able to pick up that's got an awesome storyline to it, and whether you know The Sims or you don't know The Sims, you're going to be able to pick up this game, and it's going to be an awesome experience.
you had to squeeze it, but you let you. Oh, don't lean on me, man, 'cause you can't afford the ticket. Back from Suffragette City. Oh, don't lean on me, man, 'cause you ain't got time to check it. No, my Suffragette City was out of sight. Well, I'm down, thank you, man.
This game has not yet been rated. Sergeant Barron, hold up. In a split second, your world can go from calm to utter chaos.
Incoming! Project front! Climax 6, distract the field. Taking rounds and objective Charlie. Target! Moving! And round 2. Government! RPG!
Welcome to the battlefield of the 21st century. Spectrum Warrior, 10 hammers. Take command.
This product not yet rated. Here it is, the NBA Finals. With all them big-time ballers up here, while the rest of us, we out here trying to make our names go nationwide. It's gonna be tight to check out the streets of LA. I can enter the top street ball tournaments and show my skills and get myself noticed by the right people. Once they see my skills, I'm gonna be the #1 draft pick of the NBA. NBA Ballers. Phenom. Spring 2006.
Product not yet rated.
You can't catch up with him! Get out of my way! I'll show you what true speed really is.